In an effort to deepen the capital market and aid public companies raise capital efficiently and through technology, during a stakeholder engagement held today, the Nigerian Exchange Group unveiled an electronic offering platform, which is pending an approval from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Dr. Emomotimi Agama, the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, and Semi Popola, Group Managing Director of the NGX, say this e-offering platform will transform digital infrastructure of the capital market. Let's take a listen.
Mobile phone. Our current strategy as a public for-profit holding company is to improve and deepen our digital infrastructure, expand our market vertically and horizontally, and continue to maintain our position as a world-class organization in terms of staff quality, welfare, technology, and customer service. With respect to all these objectives, we recently launched a digital platform for primary market offers, which can be easily and seamlessly accessed from the handsets and tablets of millions of new and existing investors. This is coming at a time when the CBN has directed banks to increase their capitalization, which will broaden the reach of our market and introduce millions of younger Nigerians to the capital market. We are also extending our reach across Africa through our hand-holding a recent investment in Ethiopian Stock Exchange. These are many other initiatives that we'll be discussing in depth today as to position the NGX Group for a sustainable and profitable future with your support, DG. Our achievement of this objective will depend on partnership and good relationship with stakeholders like SEC, and that is why this visit is so important and it's a welcome development for our NGS. We are happy that under your leadership, we are already seeing faster responses to requests and applications, and we are hopeful that the new board under your able leadership will adopt a proactive and harmonious approach to issues that concern us as a group and the capital market as a whole.
It's very important to recognize and realize that this subject, of course, is not new in this market. So frankly speaking, we're building on the shoulders of people, and people have laid that foundation. And it's important to recognize and appreciate that there are people, let me not talk about the old people in this room, but there are people that know when this market was very paper, right from the very inception. And this market then went through different phases and different eras. To the point where, of course, we know today our CS is fully digital. I've spoken about this before, where back in the day, I remember walking to CSCS, for example, filling paper and knocking their door to open the doors. Everything is digital. To several parts of our ecosystem. You look at the exchange. During COVID, the exchange remarkably, before I even joined, for 3 years, ran completely digital. Nobody coming into the building and all of this digital effort. So I really want to start by acknowledging that. Of course, what we're looking to do today is to now build on that. This, as you said, Mr. Chair, is a remarkable time for our capital markets. So people have laid that foundation before us. Of course, I also want to acknowledge the board of our exchange, the group board, and all of our subsidiaries. I think Mr. Ginny used the word family earlier on. It's very important to make that clear. So this is a collaborative effort. The group has taken a very strong lead on this subject of digital transformation and this app that we're about to see, taking the risk, making the investments, throwing the support behind management. We're very thankful for that. Of course, other stakeholders, Jalo Waziri is here from CSCS. I see Mr. Oreagba. Actually, I'm not sure that's the right name to use for him now, but let's leave that for another day. But several market collaborators that I'll allow the DG maybe adopt that name if it's allowed later. But again, just where different parts of the ecosystem, you can't run a digital journey in isolation. You have dependencies, and as we'll see shortly, that is the case. Then, of course, we've said this before, but I can't belabor it too much. The regulator. Chair, I think you mentioned that word digital DG. I wonder if it might stick. Time will show us, because indeed, anyone who's in this market before now knows the name of Dr. Agama. And if you know him, you know, of course, a few things about him. He is a market leader. It's not often you find a regulator that probably knows the work more than the operator. And so the entire market is in for some adjustments in that regard. that we have a regulator who understands everything, if I could say that, about our markets. And not just that, he's also very digital. If you talk about digital assets in our capital market, if you've interacted with the DG before now, you know it's a language he consumes. It's something he's passionate about. And I can't guess for him, but I wonder if that's also part of why he's sort of really pushed this effort, that digital. So I want to thank the regulator really for all of the support that we have enjoyed before now and that we're enjoying since DG came on board. Really.
And part of the work we are doing to making sure that this process, happens seamlessly is support for technology. The e-offering is one such support. So we encourage everyone who has the capacity and the tenacity to just go that way. Days of papers are gone, right? So if there is someone who desires to use the paper, it is the responsibility of the broker, because the person will take it to the broker, right? Okay, collect the paper and impute the paper into the system. That's, easy. These days, you can just, Xerox a paper and it brings out every word that is there digitally. So things have been made so easy. So the SEC has built capacity, has built processes, and of course, built talents to be able to deal with the bank recapitalization. We're in full support of the process, we're in full support of the policy, and of course, we're going to lend our support even to the market infrastructure. It's our responsibility. We are leading to leave a legacy, and that legacy must be well thought out, must be lived well, and must be applauded at the end of the day. We want to make a mark. That's why we're there. So for us, be rest assured that the SEC is back and we are ready for any challenge. You will see the result when we get there.